Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and many futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart, and today's structure opened with a trend line structure, which means the number one thing I have to do is identify the support, identify the resistance, because according to range rules, you want to buy low, sell high, and if the trend range is really big, you're basically expecting buyers to buy at the bottom and sellers to sell at the top. Right now we had a high low to kickstart the day with, and we have to pull back up. Now you can see we're at the top of this consolidation, which tells us that the sellers will probably start selling the important price level, but you would like to see a reversal pattern below the EMA, which means you'd like to see a failed second inch long below exponential moving average. You have a new high first inch long, and there is no failed second inch long, so market is just trending to the downside. So I'm going to redraw new downtrend, and I want to follow this trend line rule because there's always a trend present for every single price movement on the chart. You have a small break push to an extreme. So downtrend already played out. Market is correcting, and we have new low first entry short, pullback second entry short. Now this right here is a second entry short, but the problem is we have an inside bar. Also we have short-term uptrend in play, and the downtrend just played out. Now this break is so far from the EMA, so tiny. The market will most likely want to see the real technical push to new low, but because you really have inside bar uptrend in play, you can't really take it. Had there been some lower high or double trap, you can consider selling because EMA would hold. You would also have some resistance here, which means you have important price level that sellers deem worthy, but there's nothing really for us to take. Break new low, downtrend played out. We have high low push above EMA. Problem is this high low is not really sufficient enough. Normally, if the trend range is smaller, you can take just plain higher low like this, confirming the bottom. But when the range gets big on its own, where trends within are quite strong, which this is fairly decent trend, we traded down something like 50 points. So it's better to get nice reversal pattern. If you took this high low, not a bad trade, but it's better to get the failed second entry short. And here failed second entry short, but it's a bad bar, so we cannot really go long above this horrible bar. Can I get a mini second entry long? No. The failed second entry short worked, but really it's a weak bar. We can't really take it. Okay. I still expect kind of like a real push to new high, so I was looking for a new low first entry short, pull back second entry short fail, but once again, the context is not that great to use double bar entry because we're going quite sideways. You have a doji bar here, break a new high, uptrend played out. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one leg, break, second leg, uptrend played out. So let's see what's going to happen. Can we get reversal or consolidation? Not really. Market continues to go higher, and notice we exceeded the measured move. So actually, once I saw price action pushing higher like this, I drew channel a little bit wider because we exceeded the measured move and it fits the higher time frame. We already have a break push to new high, so even this channel played out. Even the wider channel played out, but we're back above the EMA. Okay, so there is significant push on the first entry long, another break of the channel, and actually, because the higher time frame looks like the trend is still in play, I can look for secondary channel, something like this. You can see it doesn't distort the price action. The structure remains intact. Look at all of these confirmations off of these highs. It fits well off of these lows. So this secondary channel is okay. We have a second entry long. Can we take second entry long? Not really, because remember, this was the second channel to our main one. Okay, the main channel like this just played out with the break push to a new high. So if I'm anticipating secondary channel, I need some stronger confirmation, okay, such as high low or for example double trap. Just plain second entry long after I just had a break in new high is not enough. Okay, and shortly after we actually had the great trade, which is a failed second entry short. This is now a stronger trap, another confirmation off of this channel, another strong push above EMA. This is actually a great trade. I like this trade. I took this trade. Actually, it happened so quickly I thought it's a double trap, but technically it is a failed second entry short. But it's a great trade because everybody who went long a little bit too early, unfortunately they got trapped. But it's a secondary channel, so it's better to be patient because our main channel just been able to break new high. So we didn't even exceed the latest highest high. So we really want to see some stronger trade than just second entry long. Can I get high low? No. Okay, trend is confirmed. You have another second entry long, but problem is the signal bar is so weak here. You kind of need some high low. We don't have high low here just yet. And we have new high, mini new high, because you have a new high, first entry long, second entry long, counter reset, first entry long. Remember, this is an inside bar, but still you treat it as a first entry long because there's a break above the bar high after count reset. So first entry long failed, second entry long. So this right here is a failed second entry short combined with the second entry long, because if I'm gonna count from this low, you have first attempt to sell, pull back, second attempt to sell, failure. You cannot go long above this bearish bar. You have to use double bar entry, but it's a great trade because at this point secondary channel is really confirmed. You can see the bars are really close to each other. You're not really risking that much. So this is a great double hyper setup. EMA is holding, trend line is holding, breaking new high, uptrend played out. I'm going to redraw the downtrend working lower like this. Now I actually took this double trap right here. You have a new high, first entry long, second entry long. But it is not the best trade to consider because notice how choppy this is. You're breaking below EMA, a lot of tells here, EMA below these bars. Compared to all these trades, this is not ideal. Also, you have a new high. I was playing a bit wider channel because the break is so tiny, but you can tell you're coming short of the trend channel line, just a little bit squeezed here, but it's not a bad trade to consider. I actually got lucky. I managed to get the scalp because I used deeper limit order. It actually pulled back quickly, but market ended up reversing to the downside, and you can tell there was a break, push to new high, something like this. Break, push to new high. Okay. So now I'm not going to argue with the market. I'm going to redraw downtrend working lower. You have a small break push to new low. Once again, it looks like the break is tiny, but you're going to observe the EMA. You cannot take the second entry short, okay, because you're breaking back above the EMA. Let's say I'm going to draw a channel that is still in play like this, okay. You have potential overshoot, but even with that overshoot, you broke above EMA. That's not good. You want to see EMA holding, acting as a resistance, so you need a lower high confirmation trade. Okay, so you have overshoot and you broke above EMA, so you need lower high confirmation trade. And because market reverse all the way up like this, I'm gonna adapt. Remember, once you retrace over that 50-60%, you're no longer expecting new extreme and you're adapting to the new uptrend. So I'm just looking for a second entry long at the exponential moving average. Quite surprisingly, we broke below EMA. I was really thinking we're going to test the new high. Small break push to new low, but the break is so tiny. You can see the break is almost not there, so this is really just one channel in play. Yes, this is better. You have a second entry short, but you have bullish bar here. You cannot sell below bull bar. By the time you have a bear bar, the majority of scalp is almost made. This is not a good trade to consider. Also, I wasn't really looking to go short because this uptrend may need to get new high. So the whole time actually I was thinking about some long trade, but we're not above EMA. You can see how sideways price action is. Actually, a lot of these trends are whipsawing and not getting new extremes. In hindsight, I can see there's a breaking new low. So once again, it's very important as a trader for you to be objective and open-minded and admit that structure is choppy and you don't know what's going to happen. That's okay, okay? Not every single time we know what the bias is. The market is developing. It's an entity where there are thousands of participants and we need to remain objective and admit that, hold on, we don't know exactly what's happening. Structure is a little bit too choppy all over the place. Everything can happen. News are kicking in. So if you have conflicting variables, conflicting patterns, just don't force a trade. That's where most mistakes happens. And when you take a trade that is impulsive while you have conflicting variables, it really puts traders on a tilt and they start revenge trading. Because if you have a losing trade that follows the rules, it's easy to stomach the trade and accept it. But if you're kind of forced into trade because you forget about the big pattern, big picture, and you're just looking at local patterns, you know, it's really hard to stomach this losing trade. So it's very important for you. Not trading is part of trading as well. It's a trading skill, okay? Being patient and protecting your capital when market is choppy while other traders are trying to take it from you, separate you from your capital, it's a trading skill. Okay, so you need to execute when rules align, and when you have conflicting variables, just like here, downtrend is new low and uptrend is new high. So hard to pull the trigger. There's actually a decent low high. Once again, me personally, I wasn't even looking for trade in this mess, but you know, you can see there's no bullish reversal. Every single uptrend played out. You cannot push above EMA. You're pulling back here and here again. This is a decent bar. At this point, you have some small trend range, but once again, a little bit risky. Actually, trade up, reverse down here. So this is decent momentum. Redraw the downtrend. Working lower, something like this. Okay, no real trade here. Everything is choppy. This is interesting, but once again, you know, look how congested this is. Now you have so many bounces off of these lows. You know, this is not a bad trade because at this point you have a small consolidation. Downtrend played out with the broad break push to a new low. So you have downtrend with the break push to a new low. I mean, this is actually a decent multiple test. Looking at this signal bar is very nice. This multiple test is quite strong. But to my liking, this entire area is a little bit too choppy, but it follows the rules. Downtrend played out, you're buying the bottom, small range. You know, you can see how many cells are getting trapped right into these lows. Actually, decent trade. Gonna redraw the uptrend, something like this. Break a new high. There's actually a decent new high, first entry long, second entry long, double trap. You can't really take second entry long because uptrend played out. And the double trap looks tempting, but uptrend has a breaking new high, so I don't think we can take it. Downtrend is in play. You know, this uptrend is a breaking new high, so I don't think we can take long here. Once again, we just have to remain patient. It's hard to sit here without a trade for quite a long time, but you know, today was one of those days where you simply have to remain patient. Once again, everything to the upside played out, but at the same time, I don't see no good short trading opportunity. Okay, you have uptrend break new high. You know, this is tempting trade, but way more advanced, way more advanced. Now you have one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Uptrend play to break new high, but you also have some high lows. You know, not a bad trade if you're more advanced trader who is selling the highs, but way more advanced. Definitely you require years of experience to pull this trade, because if it is downtrend, you can see market geometry, you need new low, and uptrend play to break new high, but once again lib is stacked, so not easy trade. Downtrend play to break new low. Okay, can we get some reversal? No, nothing. I'm going to redraw the uptrend. Okay, market is trending to the upside. We are trending to the downside now. Okay, just channels whipsawing up and down. Not easy structure. Break new low again. You know, you can tell there is no bias. There is no bias, no big pattern. I cannot draw any channel like this. This one has a break new high. This is too broad. Nothing really fits that well. I cannot draw such a flat channel across the trend range. Okay, we're just gonna navigate short-term channels, but we are right now going very sideways, bias depleted. So I'm just looking basically in a situation like this, when I see this mess and no big picture, I just want some clean established trend, something like this, or something like this, or this. I just want to see some short-term proven trend and take a second entry. Okay, which is not really happening. We have some decisive push down. So I actually was looking for some channel, something like this. You have a little bit of overshoot, but it's not acting as overshoot because we broke the new low. We are breaking back above the EMA. Okay, I was expecting new low, so I was looking for some failed second entry long or second entry short at the EMA. It really looks like we're about to test the new low, but prices push back above EMA. At this point it's getting quite late and we can't really be trading because market is about to close now. So this is the overall structure for today. The trading day wasn't so easy to navigate, although there are a few good trades. A lot of waiting had to be done, especially throughout this area and these two areas. So yes, this entire area, basically from this uptrend till right here towards the close, not easy to navigate, but it's simply sometimes what trading is about. Sometimes we get easy trades right out of the gate, and sometimes we just have to sit here and wait for the day. That's why it's also good, if you're bored, to prevent you from taking multiple trades, to watch other instruments on the side, maybe practice the price action, or just wait for everything to align, all the rules to align, to take a high probability setups, maybe Nasdaq, oil, or gold, etc. We have a video about this as well. But I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.